Becky Lynch, again, deciding during the entire show yesterday, should she apologize? Should she not apologize? Getting, reaction from everybody in the back, whether they think, what should she do? She's in doubt. And then she gets into the ring and she apologizes. And you hear the WWE Universe actually booing Becky Lynch because she apologized. Mark, if you knew Vince McMahon was coming out there, then why did you have Becky apologize to Triple H and Stephanie?
It was a setup. It was a complete setup. Hunter and Stephanie knew that Vince was coming out. They got her to do what they wanted her to do. She served the purpose. And then they kicked her in the box and moved on. It's horrible. Why? For what purpose would you take somebody that's as polarizing as she's been over the last 3 months or 4 months and say, you know what? You think you're too big for your britches. You think you're bigger than us as a company, and you think you're bigger than us as the owners of this company. I'm going to put you in your place. Oh, man.
Well, you know what, Mark? Becky's got to take some of the blame here. Because,
she does.
I mean, she's going in the middle of the ring and apologizing. Would Stone Cold Steve Austin ever get into the middle of the ring and apologize to a McMahon?
No.
I mean, everybody wants to compare her to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, make her look strong, Mark. Have her go out there. You know what? I know it's a PG product and you can't do it, but along these lines, tell them to go F themselves. Give them the middle finger and tell them to go F themselves. I'm not apologizing to you. And then you can have Vince McMahon come out and suspend her. But why are you going to have her apologize? It makes her look weak. I'm sorry, but it makes her look weak. And we heard it on Raw last night, Mark. She was getting booed by the WWE Universe. She was getting booed. So say what you want. And this isn't Becky hate. For all the people who are saying that I'm knocking down Becky or I'm nitpicking Becky or this is Becky hate. This is not Becky hate. Right or wrong or indifferent. Becky Lynch was in the middle of that ring last night. She apologized, which as a strong face or heel should never do. And she got booed by the WWE Universe. She got booed last night. And you could tell the reaction of Becky certainly wasn't as strong as it was at the beginning of that show. I mean, that arena was deafening at the beginning of that show when Becky came out. But by the end of the night, you actually heard fans booing Becky Lynch.
And I don't think they just booed her. I think they booed the situation.
I get it.
And I think it was a combination of the two. But they didn't want to see her bow down. They didn't want to see her conform to the system and say, I'm sorry. They would rather see her say, you know what? I'll get another opportunity because I'm just that good. I'm the man, and you can't hold a man down. Then you can have Vince come out and say, you know what? Since you're the man, I have to remind you that I'm the man. And have him do the same thing that he did. And it would have been, Becky could have saved face. But I think it was just self-gratifying to get her to say, I'm sorry.
This is how I would have played it last night. This is me. And I want to get the take from you, Mark, and I want to get the take from the nation. Triple H and Stephanie demanded an apology from Becky Lynch. They apologized, then they demanded an apology, or she was going to get pulled from that main event. Now she's in the back and she's walking around. She runs into Finn Balor and she runs into Ronda Rousey. Now Finn and Ronda could say, Becky, we need you to apologize. You need to apologize here. You need to swallow your pride. And if you want to be in that main event, you're going to have to apologize. And she should have been saying to everybody backstage, hell no. No championship is stronger than my pride. No main event at WrestleMania is stronger than my pride. I have been saying this whole time that I'm the man. I'm the man. And there's nothing bigger than that. And you know what? At the end of the day, everybody in that arena and every fan of mine is going to stand by me because I am not going to swallow my pride for a McMahon. Because I'm right and they're wrong. And if they feel they got to pull me from the main event, then they pull me from the main event. But I got my pride, and nothing is bigger or stronger than that. This women's revolution and evolution, it's because of me. So you know what? You could put anybody you want in that main event. If Becky Lynch's name is not on the main event, then it's truly not a main event. They need me more than I need them. And then fast forward to the end of the show, and she's standing across Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, and they say, "Where's your apology?" F*** you, I'm not apologizing. I'm the man. Yes, I'm the man. And I'm not apologizing at all.
Wow.
And then that's when Vince McMahon comes out and levies the suspension. Guess what? In that scenario, everybody's going to be cheering Becky Lynch. And at the end of that show, they're going to be chanting Becky Lynch's name. Instead, that show ended with moans and groans and boos. And that moment, Mark, when they showed a package before WrestleMania, when we're talking about Becky Lynch 25 years from now, we're going to go back to February 11th, 2019, when Becky Lynch stood up to Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Vince McMahon and said, "You know what? Take your main event at WrestleMania and stick it up your ass. Because I'm the man. And you don't have a main event if my name is not on it." And that's how you end the show. Instead of what we got last night.
Wow. Standing O. Yes, Busted Open Nation. What do you think? I think that, Dave, like I'm sure we have a full bank of calls. I would love to hear anybody dispute that argument. In any form, you can't dispute it. That's what should have happened. I mean, we sit here and we talk about what the fan base, and ultimately it comes down to what the boss wants. And that's not what happened. Well, we got what the boss wanted, but we didn't get what the fans wanted. And that's what we were told that we were going to get.
And listen, you're right, Mark. That's what we were told we were going to get. You want to make Becky look as strong as humanly possible. You want to add to her popularity. Yes, you want to hate Charlotte. Believe me, by bringing Charlotte out there and putting her in the main event, she's going to get the hate. The McMahons are going to get the hate because they're the McMahons. But you want to make Becky look as strong as possible. I'm sorry. And you know what? If you want to hate me on social media, if you want to call in and shit on me, you go right ahead. You can't tell me that Becky looked strong last night. Becky looked weak last night on that show. Becky Lynch looked weak on Monday Night Raw last night.
I don't know about weak, but tarnished.
Wow. I mean, that's even, you know what, Mark? That's the perfect term. She was tarnished last night on Monday Night Raw.
Like there was a case where a rapper said that I could tell you things that would make you feel different about that person that you hold up at such a high regard. That's what happened last night with Becky. Her apologizing made some people that were like, Becky's the man, go, ah, shit. Come on. Why would you do that? Don't apologize to them. And that's where we are. We're in that spot where, just like I said, she got tarnished.
I agree. And who looks good coming out of last night is Ronda Rousey, and we've seen a lot of social media interaction between Ronda and Becky Lynch, and Ronda is back on social media. Alex Metz.
Yes, fresh off the presses of Instagram, if Instagram were printed. It's on your phone. But fresh off the presses, Ronda Rousey took to Instagram just a few minutes ago, posting a picture of her and Becky arguing with each other, and another picture of a poll from WWE.com asking the fans what they wanted to see the main event of WrestleMania 35 be. Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch or Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, showing 82% of fans wanted Becky versus Ronda for the main event of WrestleMania. And she said the following: "This isn't what's best for business. This isn't what's in demand. I have no idea what the hell this is. Vince McMahon doesn't even believe in his own girl, Charlotte. If he didn't make us the main event of Survivor Series, he's sure as hell not making us the main event of WrestleMania. The women's evolution was robbed tonight." That's from Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey is now the martyr.
Wow.
They have now made Ronda Rousey the martyr, and now Ronda Rousey, for however long it's going to take, is going to be on Raw on Monday nights shouting for Becky Lynch to be inserted back into this main event at WrestleMania 35. They have taken all the heat off of Ronda, has put it on Charlotte, and now Ronda Rousey is the one that's going to be cheered. Alex Metz and Chris Hamill, did I not call this before the show today? Did I not say that Ronda Rousey was going to become the martyr in this situation?
You said exactly that during our pre-show meeting.
Yes, sir.
And that's exactly what's happened. Ronda Rousey is now the person the fans are going to cheer. Or at least the WWE is hoping the fans are going to cheer Ronda Rousey.
Well, they won. If that's their objective, they got what they wanted. They got a definitive heel and a definitive babyface.
They made Ronda the lesser of two evils last night in their eyes.
Right.
Alex Metz is 100% right. Because even if you're a Ronda Rousey hater, which, again, Mark, we've talked about, I don't understand how anybody can hate Ronda, but there are those haters. Even those hardcore haters now hate Charlotte more than Ronda.
Yeah. The lesser of two evils.
Yeah, it's perfectly played, Alex, because that's exactly what it is.